Hey everybody, it's another Magboy Creations video. We are looking at the DC Comics Superheroes Brainiac Attack Set. This is 76040. It's 179 pieces. You get 4 characters and of course Brainiac's ship. We're going to start by looking at the characters that come in this set. First off is Brainiac. With his black outfit, he does have the tubes running on the front, good facial print. He was printed with an angry face, and of course he's a bald character so there's no hair. He also doesn't come with an accessory because he gets his own ship. The back view does carry around his torso print as well as the connections and also the leads on the back of his head. There's no alternate face for Brainiac. Next up is Martian Manhunter, and this does look like a good replica of the character. Very defined lines in his head, along with the eyes of course, and his typical wear that you would see on the front with the crossed red belts. The chain to resemble the connection to his cape, draped around the front of his torso, of course blue pants, and since he is a Martian, he is dark green. The back just has the stripes crossing, and that is just about it. There's no printing on the sleeves or the bottom of the pants. There's obviously no design on the back of the head. Of course, the back of the head is kind of covered by his collar. And what's interesting is that in this set, all of the capes are made of very soft material, cloth even, like you would clean your glasses with or some kind of window. But the collar portion is not of the same material. The collar is the traditional capes that you would be familiar with in the harder, more coarse material. Oh boy, here we have angry Supergirl. Well, she's not necessarily angry. She's just in the heat of battle and her eyes are red, like the red laser beams are shooting out of her eyes as depicted on the box cover. She does have the yellow hair with the front draped over her shoulder, which doesn't interfere with the cape simply because it's the soft material. But that is all one hair piece. Well, the cape is off and we do see the alternate face here on the back of her head, flesh-colored skin. This is a more happier Supergirl. There is a bit of definition in the back of her torso to show the suit pulling and the muscles are rippling out and showing strength. We also have the yellow belt through the belt loops that come around the back of the torso, but no designs on the back of her pants to resemble any of the skirt features that are part of the suit at all. And her yellow hair is off to the side. You can see that draped piece that comes along the front. I'll just turn it a little bit so you can see there's the shoulder and how it sits over the shoulder like that. It's the Man of Steel himself. I like the hairpiece because it has the little squiggle that drips down on his forehead. Just like Supergirl, it has the blue, red, and yellow color scheme, along with the Superman crest on the front of his chest, the ripped abs, flesh-colored skin, and both Supergirl and Superman have the soft felt cape, just like Martian Manhunter. And like Supergirl, Superman does have an alternate face. This one is the meaner-looking face with the red eyes, again, portraying him shooting the lasers out of his eyes, and the color scheme carries around to the back for the belt and just the top of his pants area, which is for the red tights, and the yellow belt, which goes through the belt loops. A couple pulls or definition lines in the back of his torso, again for the suit to show the muscles that he has. But other than that, they are pretty much the same color scheme between the two superheroes. And in this set, what you can use with the characters is a super jumper. It's just a clear plastic piece that the character sits on, and you could use your finger and fling it. Other than the effect that it shows some flight or mobility, it's kind of neat. However, you can never predict the direction that the character is going to go. So I have Superman here on the super jumper. I'll just show you. It's just a clear plastic piece that's curved, and all you simply do is push down on this end here to make him fly or jump in the air. So you simply just do one of those. We're looking at Brainiac's ship. I do like the skull feature that's in the front of this ship. You got the curvature to show the saucer portion and to have the skull like be the focal point of the front. That's pretty neat. This saucer does have these legs, these octopus tentacle legs, and they do swivel all the way around 360 degrees, just like that. and then the bottoms do swivel as well. So you can align them in different poses. This is the best to get it to stand, but you can, work on it and come up with some pretty cool creations, so that way it's, when it's flying around and things like that, it just looks different, right? So from the side, the skull piece, this forehead piece, does fold forward and back to allow you access to the canopy here and be able to get your hands in and fool around with the character. Now we do have the lasers that are on the side of the ship. This comes off. You got these two Technic posts that are just held by this piece here. Just slides in there like so. But this can, do whatever you need to do. The characters, the superheroes, I should say, can come and disassemble this or detach it, or keep it from waving around or shooting. It just gives a little bit of play factor to the whole set. And this piece, by the way, here, this does angle up and down so that you can change the direction of how it's shooting, because by itself it's just on this flexi tube and you really can't support it. But in here you can angle it up or angle it down. I mean, you can play around with it. You could do multiple angles with it, which is really neat. Looking at the cockpit, we have 2 joysticks and a sticker to show our control panel. And I do like the skull that's on the portion of it. Almost looks like asteroids here. Or not asteroids, what's Defender. That's it, Defender, where you have the old Atari game where the ship is trying to, fly around left and right and try to break up those big asteroids. Anyway, there's room for a single character to sit, but you can have some storage and some other stuff along the side. It doesn't exactly fit a minifigure with a character in the seat, but if you wanted to, you could put 2 characters in here standing. The shoulders will work, or you can sit one off to the side and put one on this side to stand. And since we're showing this portion of the saucer, right to the side of this, on the other side of the cannon, is a flick missile, so you can have that as a play factor as well. This is where the saucer changes a bit. It straightens out in the back with these 2 massive engines that do rotate, and you have some pink translucent in there just to give it a little bit of color. This is your tube, comes up from the bottom, and where it attaches to the Brainiac ship. So all in all, it's a pretty neat design. It's tall, especially with these octopus legs on the back, but I do like the design itself, and there's a lot of good features in here. The only point that maybe would be a design flaw from the Brainiac ship itself, not Lego, would be that skull that's in the front. If you try to look through the cockpit area, I'll just take the cockpit off actually. You can see that Brainiac is sitting in here, but his line of sight is blocked by the top of the skull, and there's nothing that we can do about it. It's part of the ship. So maybe it has a some sort of video monitor on the back side of the skull, or some sort of what would you call a screen that he can look at in order to be able to shoot ships or fly around without hitting anything. But I do like the skull. The skull is probably the most awesome feature on this Brainiac ship. Well, there you have it, folks. This is Brainiac Attack. It's set 76040, 179 pieces of DC Comics superheroes building. So we hope you liked the video. Give us a thumbs up, please. We do appreciate it. Cruise our site. Check out our videos. Make sure you share them with your friends. And leave some comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Check out our social media. Thank you for taking the time and watching our video and spending it with us today. And we hope that you'll come back often and check for new content. And if you subscribe to the channel, we will send you alerts when we post new videos. Thanks again. We hope you have a great day. Until the next time, happy building.